Hey, what's up, everyone? Kind of got a Black Friday sale coming up this weekend, Friday, which is the day after Thanksgiving, day after Thursday. And we're going to have 20% off everything store-wide. And this is kind of going to be a video on that and some other things, as I kind of have some people asking about a few things. All of our cassettes, yeah. Movies, everything is going to be 20% off. Now here, you're going to recognize a lot of this stuff because everything that goes through the channel and gets fixed comes over here and gets put out for sale. There's a lot of stuff that you may not recognize if you've been following along, because some of the stuff I do buy, it works and I just need to clean it up, but a lot of this you will recognize, like the Pioneer, this PD F906. I don't think I did a video on it. That's a 100 disc changer, or single. Has both. You can either put it in, there's one slot in there you can put it in and it'll only play that, a single, or you can fill it up with 100, all your CD collection, and just knock yourself out with it. But worked really good. The door, this is the door that slides open and you can get your discs in on a carousel. This was just dragging a little bit and a little sluggish opening, and it was totally filthy inside, and I cleaned it all up, put new belts on it. Like I said, I don't think I did a video on this Pioneer. Like I said, there's a few things in here that I have not done a video on because it worked, or it was just a simple, you know, just to clean it up, throw a belt on it or whatever, and it worked fine. I don't have all my speakers over here. I only have one set of Pioneers over here right at the moment, and I need to get some more over here for this weekend, for Friday, and I will get them loaded up and get them over here too as well. As you can see, it's kind of, this is kind of my little area here through here, you know, with all the games and the movies, and the retail side over here is all of our stuff that come up from the outdoor market, from down at Leaper. All of our Rada is here. Everything will be 20% off on all of our accessories for game systems. All of our controllers and everything's up there. Brought all my Star Trek dolls. Picked up some TVs. They all worked. I have one over in the garage that I'm working on now that I'm doing a video on, but it's kind of at a standstill with it while I wait for parts. But a lot of these I picked up, and you know, you bring them home, plug them in, and they're fine. Wipe them down and bring them over and put them out. Now, the arcade, had people asking me having an update on the arcade. Well, I changed things around a little bit because I had to bring Scorpion over from next door, and I had to bring our jukebox over. And new addition is an ATM. I've had a lot of people wanting me to get an ATM in, and out here nobody wants to bring me an ATM because they don't want to come out and service and maintain it because it's too far for them. So I ended up picking one up, and this is a Triton. Yeah, Triton 9100. Has some issues. I didn't get any keys with it. I already drilled out all the locks, which was really easy, which really surprised me, but you know, you'd rather somebody drill the locks out on it and get in it than smash it. And it works to a certain degree, as all my stuff is or does when I buy it. This is I think it's a 2007, but they were still bringing pretty decent money if you wanted to buy a used one. And this one I picked up pretty cheap. I think we have lights out, and I'll get into that and see what bulbs I need, because it low paper. See, this is one of the problems we have, is it says low paper, and as you can see there's a full roll paper on there. Press any key to continue. I don't have it hooked up to the internet because I don't have a provider yet. I want to get this thing working first before I spend the money and get the internet over here. You know, that's just another expense. It may sit until spring, until I reopen totally for the arcade. The arcade is going to be open starting Black Friday. I just got everything kind of all squared away in here, so at least we could get to, somebody could get to all the machines. Up at this end, all the digitiles. There's Scorpion. Might remember seeing that one. We did a lot of work on Scorpion, and I just put new coils in the flippers because they were the wrong coils and they were real weak. You could barely even hit drop targets. You could never get it up the ramp or the chute, or you could get it up into about here, but you could never hit drop targets at the top. They had really wimpy flippers in it. So we got that taken care of, and still when I have videos over here, you're going to see a lot of my displays are out. Usually fourth player. I put the crap one down in fourth player, and that's where it usually sits. And because nobody ever plays four players. Down at this end, you know, all got our EMs are still here. Midway, our Cruising USA, video games down through there. Here's the mess. As you can see, a lot of stuff that came up is extra, so now I gotta go through everything here, but at least I can get the arcade open and be working back here in the corner. I need to work under the stairs, people under the stairs, and kind of organize and get everything under there so I can get to my last, well, this one can be played. I got two of my EMs, Monte Carlo and Soccer, that right now you can't get to. All I have to do is move the doll in, somebody can play Space Time. Remember Space Time? Nice little machine there. Sharky Shootout, still work in progress. Everything else, and same with our cinema. Chicago Coin Cinema, that's still a work in progress. I still have a stuck leaf switch in it somewhere that keeps it running, and I've tracked and tracked and tracked and haven't been able to find it yet, but I will. No worries. That's a good little machine. We did a lot of work on it. But if you remember, we used to have our, let me back up here a little bit so you can see what the hell I'm doing. Where Scorpion is, we had our lighthouses lined up there. Gorgar was over where the lighthouses are now, and Scorpion was over in the retail area. But I did some arranging. Actually kind of turned out pretty good. I got a little bit more room in here. Our jukebox, our moneymaker claw machine, and entertainer sitting back here by the door. This is just a water closet that has my water tank in it and a little hot water tank in there. So most of the time I don't need in there. Would like to put some shelves up in there and store some stuff in there. I had my claw machine over there because it's on wheels and I could, just move it out and open the door. Well, I didn't like it. So entertainer's sitting there now. I don't think I won't have to move it too much to get the door open. That's the biggest thing. But okay, here's what we got. Terminal not configured, error number 205, keypad tamper. So I need to look all that up and see if I can't find out what's going on. This machine was from, what is it? I don't know if I want to. South Dakota, I think, is where this came from. Which is kind of odd because I bought it at an auction from a restaurant up in Erie. But I don't know if they come down that far to Erie or not, or if this was kind of tagged along with them when they moved down and opened up a restaurant up in Erie. And it could be that it belongs to that company, and I may be out the money that I spent for it once I contact them, because I have to contact them to find out about the machine. Because if I hook it up to the internet, it'll automatically be shown probably on their end, whoever the provider was that they have, that, hey, this machine was just turned on and hooked up and now they want, So whatever. So we're going to have to, I'll have to get a hold of them and make sure that the machine is clear. If it is, then I can talk to them about some other things on it. And for one, I didn't get a combination. The door was open. So you can close it all the way, but if you turn the dial, it'll lock. If you close the door all the way, the lock mechanism slams down on the pins and in the slots. And then you turn that and it locks. But if I close it all the way and lock it, I will never probably be able to get it open again. So I'm going to find out if they can provide a combination for it. If not, then we'll take the combination lock off of it, and we'll use it without the combination lock. That just keeps the good people out of them. Somebody really wants it, they're going to drag it right out the door and throw it on their truck, and away they go with it, and then take your torches and cut them open. No big deal getting into them. But you want to kind of keep some people out of it. But if I put a lock in the door here, you close it, that'll slam down, and then I'll put a lock in it. Whatever, it'll work. It's fine because I'm always here, so I don't have to worry about somebody trying to get in it when nobody's here, except for when I'm not open. And in that case, I will open the door, pull the magazine out of it, and take the magazine with me. And leave the door open. So if somebody peeks in the door to look at the machine, they see the door's open, magazine's gone, then they're not even going to attempt to get in it, because there's nothing in it. Another thing I did do is I filled up a bunch of capsules with candy and put in the claw machine, along with all of our little stuffed idiots. Candy for the kids. Is that like money for the children? Money for the children. But I got everything moved around, started leveling. I got to go through, I want to level all of them up again. I leveled up Gorgar and Scorpion because those are the two moved around. And I got a hump in the floor, so I have to kind of, don't mind my shoes. Got a hump on my floor, so I got to kind of work them. But got Gorgar up and running, all leveled up, played it, ended up putting 1/4 in it, won 6 games with my 1/4. Hit the special, hit the 2 scores, and put a high score up on it, and ended up with 6 games on it. And it's been a while since I've been able to really get after Gorgar. Really enjoyed playing Gorgar. Gorgar was my first digital game that I ever played. I was always on the EMs, because that's the era I grew up, was the EMs. But yep, did a lot of work on her. She's in really good shape now, plays good. So when that first came out, Gorgar, I played it brand new in, what is Gorgar, 78, 79, first hockey. But other ones, Scorpion, I played a similar first Stern wide body. This is a Williams, Scorpion's is Williams. The first Stern digital wide body I played was Big Country. Big Country? I think it's Big Country. Or no, Big Game, excuse me. Big Game. And I'd love to find that one too. But I've seen a couple of them, and it seems like every time they pop up, I don't have the money to buy them. I want one that I can work on and get working. That was my first wide body digital that I played. Let's see, Soccer was another one. I played that when it was brand new. Just came out of the box. A lot of the EMs I have played, you know, back when I was a kid, and I enjoy the EMs, and I enjoy the digitals. Either one, I really don't care. This Pool Shark, I bought that, and I really enjoy playing that, and I really enjoy playing Sharky Shootout when it's working properly. Even when it has a few quirks in it, I love playing this game. We had a lot of fun tearing down that play field and cleaning it all up. Pool Sharks needs to be tore down and cleaned and new rubbers put on it. I've never done it. When I bought it off of the guy, he had already done it. But because this came from an operator. This is the only one that I know of that actually came right straight out of a bar or whatever, and for an operator, they cleaned it up, put new rubbers on it, and then put it up for sale. I guess because it wasn't making any money, but it does pretty well here. A lot of people have played this, and it's a really enjoyable game. Really enjoy playing it. I always put high score on that. But everything else up and running. I got a few plugs I got to figure out. I have 2 outlets over here, but I need 3. I got the 4 done for this setup here, because the ATM takes 2 plugs, 2 110s, and I need my lighthouses. Each one of those 2 were fine because I had those 2 over there, so normally, you know, actually there are 2 plugs over there, so that was easy enough too. It's just right over in here. I'll get these 3 done. I'll probably put in, well, I have a big strip down there, but I'll get it figured out. The only thing I'm worried about is getting the entertainer plugged in, because the kids love playing with that entertainer. Even, you know, I don't even know if they want the gum. They just love watching what the gumball does throughout the entertainer, and it's a fun machine, and it makes us a lot of money. Biggest money maker right there. Claw machine, lighthouses, and Cruising USA. And our Goofy Gravity Hill. Look familiar? It's what you look like in the morning. You're trying to figure out what to do. Alright, so it's just kind of a quick little update. Wanted to show you what's going on over here. Everybody had a couple of people asking me, you know, update on the arcade. Okay, that's what's going on over there. Black Friday, I'll have everything turned on that can be played, and people come in for the Black Friday sale, they can come in and play. I'll probably do some videos on that ATM to see if we can't get it all squared away. You stick a card in it, it does read the card, you know, but it just tells you offline or what's it saying? Out of service is what it'll end up saying. Terminal not configured. That's why I got to figure out, you know, well, why is it, you know, what needs to be configured on it. And keypad tamperer. That's why I got to look up error number 205, and we'll see what's going on there. But got to have the ATM, especially for the skill games. So I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And I hope to see you on the next one, where we'll be working on some stuff in the garage. When stuff comes up over here to work on, I'll bring you over here and we'll do some videos over here. Till next time, take care. Have a great Thanksgiving. See ya.